Welcome to today's grammar lesson, Parts of a Sentence. Today we're going to begin learning about something called sentence analysis or symbolizing sentences. Now, we've symbolized words before. When we do that, we take a look at a word's meaning and how a word functions by itself. Now we're going to start learning about how words work together to make sentences and why they work together. Today we're learning about something called the predicate, the subject, and the direct object. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what those new words mean. So every sentence has essential parts. Now when we're analyzing sentences, it's helpful to ask some questions. So we're going to start with a very simple sentence, and I'm going to walk you through a few questions to learn how to analyze a sentence. Bubbles eats carrots. This is Bubbles. He eats carrots. The first question we ask is there any action in the sentence? The part of the sentence that tells us an action has a special name. It's called the predicate. In sentence analysis, we symbolize the predicate with a large red circle. It's the largest symbol because it represents the most important part of the sentence. You'll notice that it's the same symbol we use to represent a verb when we are symbolizing words because it's the action of the sentence. Now let's look at our sentence again. Bubbles eats carrots. Is there any action in this sentence? What is the action that's happening? The answer is yes, there is action. Eat is an action, so that is the predicate of the sentence. So we symbolize that here with that big red circle. Notice I just put the word right on top of the circle there. Bubbles eats carrots. The next question we ask is, who or what is doing the action in the predicate? We call that the subject. In sentence analysis, we symbolize the subject with a medium-sized black circle. It tells us who or what does the action. Let's take a look at our sentence again. Bubbles eats carrots. In this question, are you able to identify who ate or who is doing the eating? That's right. The answer is Bubbles. Bubbles ate. So Bubbles is the subject of the sentence. Notice here we use this little arrow, and that just tells us who is it that's doing the action, or what is it that's doing the action. That's Bubbles. Notice that it points towards the subject. The last question we ask is who or what receives the action. We call this the direct object. In sentence analysis, we symbolize the direct object with a small black circle. Tells us who or what receives the action. Let's look at our sentence one more time. Bubbles eats carrots. Can you answer the question? Bubbles eats what? Who is what is receiving the action? The answer is carrots. Carrots is the object of the predicate. That means it's the thing that is acted upon. We call it the direct object. Carrots is the direct object. So here we see that the arrow is pointing towards carrots because the action is happening to the carrots. The carrots, we say the carrots are receiving the action. So this is how we symbolize a simple sentence. We're going to give you a couple activities to practice symbolizing sentences. We'll have you identify the predicate and subject of a few sentences and have you create a few sentences of your own. I think you'll have a lot of fun with this, and make sure to let us know if you have any questions.